Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam, coming at you with my brief thoughts on Malignant. This was directed by James Wan, who directed Saw, Insidious, The Conjuring, and Aquaman, among others. And this movie tells the story of a woman named Madison, played by Annabelle Wallis, who, after experiencing a very traumatic event, begins seeing visions of several grisly murders. And we later learn that the murderer and Madison have a very tight connection, let's just say. I have a lot of respect for James Wan as a filmmaker. As far as one of his first movies go, the original Saw, that movie was like if you made a gourmet dinner out of ramen noodles and salt. That movie should not have been as good as it was, but it turned out to be quite good. And so whenever Wan has something new in the horror realm, I always make a point to try and watch it. Because he's been wrapped up in the whole Conjuring side of things for so long that I was especially excited that he was going to be making an original horror movie, which I was all on board for. Now that I've seen Malignant, I can confidently say that this movie was a mixed bag. It took me a while to figure out where I had seen Annabelle Wallis before, and then, like an idiot, I had forgotten. She was Grace in Peaky Blinders. I love that show, and she was the best part of this whole movie. I like how this mystery unfolded. I like how you start off in one place and you're thinking it's going to go one way, however, it goes a completely different way. From scene one, you immediately feel sorry for Madison. Man, she goes through the ringer in this movie, but by the end, she comes out looking strong, and I thought her character was done really well. And like I said, I thought the scares were actually done pretty well. There are a couple of jump scares which I thought were pretty cheap, like the one where it's the thing running across the screen with the loud noise, and it's like, oh, there's the thing running, but most of the other times, the scares are actually done pretty well. Everything is done in camera, and it looked to be on set, which if that is the case, then that's actually quite impressive. Honestly, my favorite part of the movie was the ending. No spoilers, but let's just say, well, when the twist in the movie is revealed, it's quite gross, and on the whole, I thought was pulled off pretty well. If I had to have a problem with this movie, and I do have a couple. Number one, there are a bunch of scenes that I thought just felt like they were ripped off. There's a scene where a couple of the side characters are watching this videotape of Madison in this psych ward, and how she's positioned and seated looked like what we saw from the Ring girl in the American version of The Ring, before she was in the well. Also, I felt like this movie kind of fell back on certain cliches at times. There's the whole angle of this person becomes convinced that the cops think that she did it, even though she technically did. There's a whole thing. It's complicated. There's the cop who is hard-nosed and doesn't believe in any that supernatural crap, and yeah, that's totally been played out. There are several scenes of exposition dumps involving these videotapes. You'll know them when you see them. But I can overlook certain things like that if there are other parts of the movie that do impress me. And that is the case with Malignant. With that in mind, I am going to give this a good rating. I do have problems with this movie, however, it looks like there was 1,000 times more effort put forth into this movie than honestly I was expecting, even though I was excited for this to be a James Wan movie. I hope Annabelle Wallis gets more work in the future, and I hope that James Wan keeps making these smaller horror movies. With all the money he made directing Aquaman, I think he deserves to make a couple smaller movies. But that is all for me. Thank you so much as always for watching. Next time on the channel, I'm going to be continuing my Villeneuve series, where I'm going to be reviewing Incendies, and oh boy, I was not prepared for that movie. And then on Sunday, I will be dropping my first reaction to the Studio Ghibli film From Up on Poppy Hill. But if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to allow notifications. That way when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know about it. My name is Ryan Cam. I'll see you in the next one.